lakad matatak!
Normally.
Hell, I'm thinking, is this a double mid lane? Because that's something KOBOLDS still run in current patches. But with this Morphling picked up, I don't think they can go that flexible. They have seriously done that before. In an official. Magnus plus, I think it was...
Bit of a something brewing here in the mid lane. Everyone knows there is vision here, but nobody guessed correctly so far. At least this sentry does not see any of the wards. And I think... oh, there might be some trouble.
Nice ice shards locking the Nature's Prophet out of position. John running for his life, but the damage is simply gonna be too much. And now Tusk will be a return kill for that to Slayer Fist, but I think they're still very much fine with that. Efficient early game possible, or wants to use those 3-stick charges as best he can. And then suddenly he goes down when you least expect it. Speaking of going down when you least expect, this Ember Spirit may be dead, and indeed Tiny. One more hit, and that is gonna be a dead Ember.
In the bottom lane, they will also find a kill on June. That's going to be a double kill for side of Neon across the map. And there is a bit of
oh,
battle.
Now the Crystal Maiden on top. They had to teleport out from the enchantment and just barely made
Tree maybe get out of vision, but didn't work out. So not only does he die, he also loses 50 gold in terms of iron branches, which isn't a big deal. But, you know, some mental damage, some emotional damage.
Yeah, for sure.
Or Morphling is close to unkillable without a rotation simply because of his stats and the free resources he gets constantly. In the bottom lane, level 4 on June, Andrew is still doing the same. And in the mid lane, does it connect? Oh, it actually connects!
Yeah, this time it could be a return call of Tiny. That would be huge. With the Mirana, do they have the damage? Another Slayer Fist is gonna do it. Valky trying to juke out the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit can't quite connect, and that may actually be Ember in trouble now as the Enchantress teleports in. It's gonna slow the Ember, but doesn't really have a ton of damage to work with yet. Still gonna harass the crap out of Nedikin though.
That was a beautiful full duration arrow. He doesn't have resources to continue this fight, but he is top of the net worth, will not eat an arrow, and will keep on farming. So his Blink Dagger is gonna come at like a 11-12 minute mark, which is really huge. They also give away vision on the ward, and Fortune Soul, did he just get Wrath of Nature? Yeah.
Yes, he got Wrath of Nature, was that swapping. That's a kill. Chat cannot blame us for missing with the camera. Like, holy crap. He was just hitting creeps and then he stat swapped after the creep stopped hitting him and he died with the Wrath of Nature. Over on top by Fortune Soul with shotgun. The trusty old boomstick.
Oh, they see Nature's Prophet in the bottom lane. Immediate TP. Scotty is here. He has RP if he needs to use it. And he does use it. Andrew might be going down. Andrew will go down eventually, while the rest of the side of KOBOLDS will clean up a kill on Tusk. That's a really good answer from them.
Yeah, and it seems like they actually may be continuing on mid lane with both teams rotating respective support over. Now Tiny comes forward, revealing the Blink Dagger Avalanche Toss, and that's gonna be a follow-up kill on the Mirana. As if that first duel wasn't already big enough.
I said in the previous games that I'm not big a fan of Tiny Core, simply because he kind of falls off. But in this particular game, it's actually really good. You have CM, she's always going to be a target. Like, no matter what you do as this hero, you will die if you're being gone on. Same can be said about Mirana. She relies on her ability to survive, and Tiny kind of prevents that with his multiple stuns.
Two-man overwhelming odds into a toss, not even an avalanche required. Now Nedikin front-lining, but he's an Ember Spirit, so he will juke more than fine for the Legion Commander. It helps you win duels more effectively than you Blink Dagger early on. Enchantress getting gone on, but that is kind of a tanky hero right now, and that leads into a duel on the Mirana, who will be the first to fight into the Tusk, dying there. And thanks to a really good Crystal Maiden ultimate, all of a sudden KOBOLDS, they managed to kill off 3 of Neon's heroes for only their Mirana. The two-man RP into that duel was huge.
That was really, really, really good from Crystal Maiden. Her positioning, impeccable, and the fact that nobody could prevent her from using her ultimate just resulted in everybody just slowly dying. She was given a chance to live because the impetus shot from Enchantress, it missed uphill, so she survives that. There is no vision on her. At this point, she has to use her ultimate, but she's gonna use it now.
With the Crystal Maiden and the Ember Spirit. waiting till Neon feels safe, the snowball safe, will keep them alive a bit longer. And even despite the Crystal Maiden ultimate, Fortune Soul is gonna secure the Aegis. The roadkill is gonna go the way of Neon. So the Champ is now buying back. Tiny is gonna go down, and Rio goes for a bit of an ambitious duel on the Nature's Prophet, and Nature's Prophet is gonna secure himself the duel damage out of that. After getting that kill, now Ember Spirit will make sure Morphing's first life is going to be wasted, but in comes the task with Snowball on him, and Wall Stun is going to be enough to finish off the Ember Spirit. Mirana Levrem is going to get nuked down, and
Beautiful shards.
next target seems to be Skadi on the Magnus here, who cannot take the right clicks from Morphing too long. Enchantress, last kill on the board, getting pursued. But Morph is going to secure that one with Snowball tech.
Like, they don't need Morphling for fights, right? They just need to play with Tiny and LC. They have to play together and just go and hunt people. Because LC, she can always be plan B, simply because it's a hero that scales infinitely.
That's an entirely fair argument, but you gotta keep in mind LC did 50 dual damage. Nature's Prophecy now hits 28 damage harder already. And with that initiation, Neon are gonna keep the RP off the board, insta-kill the Magnus, interrupting his maiden ultimate into another duel victory and double kill for Valky. And Ember Spirit is gonna be caught with his own chains, morphing on the pursuit. Tiny comes in with the other shot to finish the job.
Did you see that? The wild. Why does he go Scotty? I'm not feeling this Scotty because there is not a lot of heal that you need to work with. But he's been gone on, gets out, and should be fine. I'm surprised.
Ooh, Magnus comes in, but it's only going to be a one-man RP immediately perked up by the Legion Commander. Instead, Magnus dies, Mirana dies, now the Ember Spirit gets caught with the duel. Legion Commander made sure to save for just that kill, and that means Jan cannot be defended any longer, it goes down.
Yeah, I think Bat is not gonna escape out of here. They do have vision, unlike the previous teams. This one does have sentries when they need them, and it's gonna be a full.
And they don't mind camping the triangle. They don't mind just kind of pushing two lanes at the same time continuously.
I'm really interested in what Morphling goes next, because this is a game where you don't really want to go, you don't really need to go for an Aghanim, so Satanic does make quite a bit of sense, but I feel like he can just go BKB and just end the game, right? Oh, now it's a duel.
And Legion Commander finally finds the opening for a duel. That's gonna be the Magnus killed off. Now in comes the Tusk looking to defend the tower that Nature's Prophet is pushing on the bottom lane, and with Tiny there as well, the Magnus Tusk new combo is gonna take care of Jun. Well, Morphling is just slowly but surely continuing to push the high ground.
It's really annoying. They are all... It's all combined with the aura of Race Pact, right? And there is absolutely nothing that we can do. Okay, they're going for initiation.
Morphling walking in for invisible people, but a BKB and Tiny needs to keep hitting the buildings. And Nature's Prophet gets caught out, gets right-clicked out by the Morphling. Has to buy back immediately. But a duel up on the Mirana already means this fight is probably just lost despite the MP buyback. On the front lines, Crystal Maiden now kind of isolated from a team. Does have a Glimmercase to work with, but Crystal Maiden is gonna die, as will the Ember Spirit, and this GG. Nature's Prophet, the last one alive, he does not want to die back, but it doesn't matter. GG gets called. More sacrifices first life to the fountain as they really want this Nature's Prophet before the engine explodes, and they will get it. Just a full-blown team wipe, making sure to
grow and grow and grow if the game plan to be aggressive doesn't work out. Oh, they are gonna go for Huskar. Like, if it was Huskar... Oh, okay, no. Okay, Zeus is a support. And with that in mind, I think Huskar may...
Quite powerful. Now Zeus, he almost gets ran down. Not quite caught by the ice shards, but glimpse back means they can just do the good old-fashioned Dota 1 style body block with the 5 of them. Disruptor is gonna die for that. But getting Bat Rider out of all heroes first, but I think...
In terms of CS. So, I don't know. Honestly, something weird is happening. But we talked about that. KOBOLDS need something weird to happen.
Yeah, and if they can force more lane rotations like these, more musical lanes to be played by Neon, they seem to be losing out every time a rotation has to happen. Now Zeus goes on down though, as Huskar, he's level 1 jungling. What's going on? KOBOLDS could bring jungling back. I would be so happy. I don't think this is the draft for it though, because Zeus is squishy as hell. Although you gotta admit, Neon are sure as hell not expecting it. And even running down the Zeus costs them a lot of resources and almost leads to a return kill, so... Maybe they're onto something. I hope it. I want to believe, though it does seem...
Yes, I like it. I don't mind it. I think it's worth it. Right now, Netekan, he's having an okay time.
Oh yeah, I love KOBOLDS for doing stuff like this. And on the top lane, Zeus almost goes down. A nice Legion Commander heal's gonna keep him alive, and that's just gonna be hated going down on the bottom lane to the enchantment. Oh, now Bad Rider though, and a follow up onto Skadi. Who do these trades favor? I think KOBOLDS have the late game for sure, right? Yeah, that would be exactly the sort of play that KOBOLDS need. Getting the Legion Commander, once again a bit of dual damage. Because what we see a lot of times is Legion Commanders just look like they do nothing. They sit there with 20 dual damage, they duel, and they feed more damage than they got by the end of it. But that's just because Legion Commander is a hero that's impossible to play from behind. Huskar goes down to start things off, and it looks like Templar just barely kicks down. Thanks to a little bit of help from Levram, but Levram is gonna die for that. Double kill for the Disruptor, actually.
A really good presence of mind.
The Blade Mail queued up as the first item, so maybe that is the exact strat they're going for. Toss in an LC with the Blade Mail, have her duel, and enjoy that easy kill. First, though, Netekan will drop, getting destroyed by 3 people on his lane. KOBOLDS come running, will get at least 1 return kill, and a duel, looking for a second onto the Disruptor. Marcy, the only survivor there from the side of Neon, but now Bad Rider is sitting in the tree line. Look, the enemy tries running at you.
That's a stack he made when he was jungling at level 1, and now he's gonna take it finally. In the meantime, they will lasso Tiny.
Tiny, not the easiest lasso target, and that means with the Legion Commander coming in, and Ryu is gonna be the first kill of that fight, but who they're really looking for is Fortune Soul. Slowed up, but all converging onto the Templar Assassin and Fortune Soul. He is just gonna be fueled up. They get the refractions out, but against an avalanche cost, the refractions aren't gonna be doing all that much. Skadi gets himself at least another kill, if not a dual victory. And with Marcy cleaned up, Hayden has to run for his life. Avalanche will connect that. Disrupt is also dead. Now a toss back onto the task. And when KOBOLDS
can find some kills, does see Marcy. Marcy will go down. Or not.
Well, maybe not. Snowball save is there. Chant is not really able to do anything for the Legion Commander. And now Legion Commander instead getting rebounded on, taking a ton of damage, but it's not gonna be enough with this. You see there with a huge ultimate, and now the slow to allow for a kill on Valky. Can they get him? Glimpse back onto the LC. Nice snowball into Blink out. Is it gonna be enough to save Valky? Overwhelming odds. The trap is gonna mean it is gonna be enough.
To Huskar, and that means they're fine. Oh, they're gonna lose.
That's fair enough. I mean, next fight you can go with the Huskar behind the Legion Commander. Except the Legion Commander right this second is going to be destroyed.
Oh, and they might catch June as well. They are chasing against him, and they will connect with the kinetic field. That might be an extra kill or not. Nice usage of the ultimate from Disruptor, but yeah, it's gonna be just graveyard of the side of KOBOLD, and suddenly from an 8k goal lead to a 5k.
Look at for what? They are trading that for a Rose, and from the looks of it, not just a Rose, but Templar says that she wants to scout that one out. Is gonna be able to teleport herself out. Is anyone else gonna die? Because Neon, they wanted to contest that Rose attempt, but didn't quite realize just how fast Huskar would get that for himself. It looks like Bad Rider will get himself a kill on Levram at this rate. He can't quite out-heal the Firefly damage, but Huskar is coming in the backlines, killing off the Marcy, and now looking for more with the Legion Commander.
Target, and suddenly,
Duel on the Disruptor, still not gonna be a victory. And on the other side of that fight, Zeus is gonna go down, can't even get the ultimate out anymore.
Levram, though they commit lasso. Okay, lasso is not available. They will use task charts, and I think Levram will not be able to run away. As I'm saying it, Jun is helping his teammate out, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, Templar Assassin, slowly but surely, she is hitting her item timing bit by bit. It's already hitting like an absolute truck.
From KOBOLDS. And they still can't commit to this tier 2. They are afraid a little bit now. Netekan getting lassoed in. He doesn't have the protection of an Aegis, and he will not go down. Or will he? He will.
Yeah, I was like, huh? how is he gonna survive that ever? And now Glimpse back comes on in on the Zeus as John, he was just barely not able to, you know, help his teammate out, just a little bit too far behind, because with the Tiny they may have had the damage to do something there, but now KOBOLDS are getting 5-man upon by Neon, and Neon, I think they're just gonna try to now really ride the power curve of the Templar Assassin, keep...
If they can get initiation, if they can get counter initiation against Batrider, they're gonna be okay. They can take fights. They have Aghanims on Huskar, so they have extra disable as well. All of that is pretty important. The problem is they could have been in a much better position, and now John...
Smoke comes on in on the Tiny with the lasso, with the snowball, making absolutely sure that technically position 1 Tiny is gonna go down. Huskar, he comes on in looking for kills, but Templar Assassin cannot be disarmed with the inner fire during her BKB, and that means Netican is just gonna die for the kill on Valky. 2 for 1 so far for the side of Neon, who may be running out of resources, but Fortune Soul is still able to get in a couple more right clicks. Now a duel comes on out on the Templar Assassin. Templar Assassin getting burst though, but not low enough as a glimpse back. We'll just put each of them on. Usually Templar Assassin does what she does now 5 to 10 minutes earlier, right? This is still just your typical Templar Assassin game. I'm just kind of surprised that Templar Assassin still got this online after having such a hard early game. But hey, it happens, but there's a reason why Neon loves the hero so much. And now, left and right KOBOLDS are losing people. They did get the disrupt in the bad rider, but now the Huskar is caught out. The last one still standing as the Avalanche and tosses. They just don't do so much against BKBs.
I love Marcy. Marcy is, I don't know, like, because Neon are just smarter when it comes to macro decisions. They just find their kills. And now Fortune Soul has BKB and the Silver Edge. And the Silver Edge means he can kill Enchantress really quickly, and he can kill Huskar really quickly. Not that Huskar was a problem.
Yeah, all together.
Nice.
Oh, that could be a problem. A 2-man Avalanche toss comes on in from the Tiny. Perfect initiation. That's still dishing out so much damage, but is now kind of low herself. Will kill off the Huskar though, and chasing after Skadi. As in the end, KOBOLDS, even with that great Tiny initiation, they may not have enough damage to even kill off the Templar Assassin. Nope, that is gonna be 5 people dying for just a Disruptor.
A moment of hesitation, and suddenly Templar is running away at like 200 HP. Suddenly everyone is disengaging. They manage to save everybody as they get Roshan, and now they're smoking themselves. Neon, they are ready for an attack.
Tiny is gonna be the first one to be glimpsed out of position, taking Desolator after Desolator after Desolator hit. And that's just gonna be your beefy ass core Tiny dying. And now the Huskies are, guess what, isolated in a corner with that lovely little anime girl again. It's just gonna die a slow and painful death. Templar Assassin looking for more, will hit the Enchantress like a truck, while Zeus in the backlines takes hit after hit from the tusk to the face. Skadi is barely not sharded up, though they're still chasing through, knowing full well this Legion Commander is the last one still alive, and with the trap they have more than enough slow to catch her. Yet another team wipe by the side of Neon.
It's just so disappointing, I have to say, to see them go out in such a manner. They are not out quite yet. They will have one more fight. Tiny is TPing in. He's gonna get gone on by Marcy. There is a silence and there is a stun.
At this point it's too late for any kind of a real fight, I think.
Yeah,
TA, like 2.5 minutes left on the Aegis, that's the problem. Even if they could kill TA once by some kind of a miracle, because everybody who before KOBOLDS get a chance at the late game, because that is when KOBOLDS could very much still turn the game around.
Jump in, a kick, break, applied, and yep, they're gonna get Huskar once again. I don't think he has a chance to get out of here. Fortune Soul on an effective sidekick deals a tremendous amount of damage. BKB from Scotty is effective in saving his life, but not really effective in turning this game around. And this is just game over. I feel like Netican kind of threw it a little bit when he went high ground solo with Aegis.
Yeah, that was a fairly big misplay. Other than that, I think KOBOLDS, you know, they did fall behind just by a little bit most of these team fights and played those fights really well, where it looked like Neon were
Right. Trinkets